Hi Slays, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a very, very exciting video because today we are finally freakingly doing my office ranking video. I've been talking about doing this for months upon months upon months, so I'm so incredibly excited that this is finally here and we're finally yapping about things. As usual with my ranking videos, I'm filming this a month in advance. So yeah. Anyway, welcome! Before we get started, as per usual, we have a spoiler alert warning. After this spoiler alert, just know there will be spoilers about the show. I am ranking 16 or 17 characters in the show, so at some point in time there will be some spoilers. So just know that. Just know that. Just know it, I guess. I mean, it is a sitcom and people do watch like certain episodes or whatever, but just know there will be spoilers and you can do with that information what you will. I feel like The Office is pretty old and so a lot of people have seen it, but just saying that. Also, before we get started, if you have any requests for other rankings I should do, let me know. I'm open to anything, shows, movies. It doesn't even have to be characters. I'm doing a bookish one in April, so stay tuned for that. It's Abby Jimenez books, so stay tuned. Or music artist stuff. I'm a Swiftie, so just let me know. Okay, without further ado, we need to get into our character list. This is from The Office Season 8. Should I have used a different Office photo since not all the people in Season 8 are on this list? Probably, but that's okay. And Michael's not in this picture, which is kind of sad. That's okay. Anyway, here are our characters. We have Jim, Dwight, Pam, Oscar, Angela, Erin, Kevin, Darell, Michael, Kelly, Phyllis, Toby, Stanley, Meradith, Creed, and Ryan and Andy. So yeah, stay tuned, I guess, for my ranking of them. And also, like I said before, there will be a surprise at the end. This is the most amount of characters I've ever done for ranking. I usually do top 10, and so then I went to go like figure out what the top 10 was, and I was like, guys, like, so I'm not really a fan of AI. I'm kind of anti-AI, but for this, I feel like it was okay. I just asked Google Gemini for the top 10 Office characters, and then I was like, there are 7 missing from that list. I actually originally made my notes with 6, and I'll let you know when we get there who I forgot, but I felt that they were important to be in the show, so that's why I added them, and now we have 17. Also, if you want last names, they're all here, by the way. I don't normally put them in, but I felt like it was necessary. So here are all the last names. First up, welcome to it. Andy. Yeah, is that mean? Maybe a little bit, but DBH, he makes me mad. So here's what I said. He just makes me constantly angry. And I feel like it gets better when he freaking leaves. Like, I do feel better when he's freaking not there and when he leaves. So, yeah, I feel like the tuna thing is weird. Like, I don't know. Also, I feel like I didn't make this disclaimer before, but I've been super obsessed with my microphone. So, I have it. I don't normally use my microphone, but we're doing it a lot recently. I don't know why. I feel like using it. I don't know. Let me know. I feel like the only issue I have with this microphone is where to clip it, because I feel like if I clip it anywhere that's not like my mouth, then it just picks up on nothing. And so then I have to hold it constantly, which is kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. I took off the clip because I also think that the clip makes it worse. Actually, let me know what you think. Do you prefer the microphones or not? I used them a lot in the summer, but I stopped using them. This is editing Alice, and I am currently using the microphone, and I like it for voiceovers, but I hate it for this video. It's actually so annoying to use, so I will not be using it again, and I do apologize. Okay, next up, number 16. Freaking Ryan. I hate him. Oh my god. He's constantly making me mad on the show. I seriously hate him. Here's what I said. This picture is exactly how I feel about him. I love this picture. It makes me laugh so hard. Oh my gosh. Also, his weird like college face is what I want to call it because like he was a tech or whatever it's called. A tech? Is it called a tech? A temp. He was a temp, right? And so he didn't really have that college experience, and I feel like he's like college age. Or did he go to college? He went to college and he went to business school. Yes, he did. But I feel like he wanted to continue like being that college age. And so then he got this big fancy job, and then he got like big fancy rich, and then he like pretended to still be in college. And like I do think that is okay to do in your 20s, but I just feel like you can't have that high up position and then do all this horrible stuff. And then that's why he got. And then Michael just loves him too much. I mean, it's just true. He does. I feel like he made some dumb decisions and does not feel bad about any decision that he's ever made in his whole entire life. I also feel like he loves Kelly, and I see that he loves her, but like at the beginning, I didn't believe it. Like, I was literally like, my mom and I watched this together too. Like, I'd love to have her in here and have her explain her opinions, but that's not yet true. Surprise at the end the surprise at the end does not have to do with my mom. But at the end, if you've been here before, you know, if you subscribe, my mom said that if I get to 400 subscribers, she'll make a video with me, so please subscribe. I really appreciate it. We got so many new subscribers. I'm at 85, which is like super. Like, I literally went from 78 to 85 in one day, so I'm super excited about it. So thank you all, everyone, for subscribing. But I didn't believe that Ryan like loved Kelly in the beginning. But I guess I do see it now. Like, he did love Kelly. Or like as the later seasons happened, but I don't think that he's a good person, and like he needs to apologize for his actions. I feel like, I don't know, I don't really ship them. Like, he shipped them in the beginning, and I was like, I wish that Ryan would change and have a character arc and everything, and they'd be slayful and everything. I just feel like he didn't really have a character arc, and like, remember when they walked out into the sun, and then on like the last episode they walk out into the sun and then Nellie gets a baby. I don't know. Maybe I'll find a clip, maybe I won't. I probably won't. Next up, Creed. Okay. I really have nothing wrong with Creed, but I feel like this happens a lot with shows that I really love. Like, I just love characters more. You know what I mean? He's just kind of there. I mean, I guess we kind of see him as a criminal. I saw this thing that was like he'd be on the Epstein files, which I don't not agree with. You know what I mean? Like, I don't not agree with. I don't like. I don't know. He's kind of funny, but he's also just seen as this weird old guy. He's just kind of creepy. I feel like he'd be a catfisher, you know, like just weird stuff. I don't know. Next up is Meredith. Low key, like, she got better over the seasons. Again, she's just kind of not my style. But I love this picture of her, and I love this episode with her and Pam. I know it's kind of like bad Pam wise, you know, because like Pam lied and said that Meredith, or she didn't even say that Meredith had lied, she just didn't say not. But I love the ending where they're like singing and like Meredith is bald or whatever.
This one's for all you ladies out there.
Do we know if the actor actually went bald? Because she definitely had wigs after that. I should Google it. I'll let you know here. Anyway, well, I definitely think there are things that I don't like about Meredith. She's been through a lot. I mean, the whole rabies, getting hit by a car, and then having to go bald. I do feel bad for her for all those things, but I also think it's kind of funny. Let me see if I can find a clip of like all of the things happening to Meredith. I think that'd be really funny. There's like this channel that has like all these office edits, and I bet they have one for that. Um, I don't know. She just the whole like rabies and everything is crazy. Um, I also feel like Meredith does get blamed, like I said about the Pam bald thing, but at the same time, I would say she was kind of crazy, and if I was there, I'd probably blame her for some things too. Well, I don't. I don't think I'd blame her. What I think I would do is I would assume that either Creed or Meredith did it. I think that it's so funny that they're next to each other because I feel like they are just so funny and similar, you know? Next up, we have Stanley. No hate to Stanley, like literally no hate. But he's made some definitely questionable decisions and he's kind of mean. I don't know, this is kind of how I feel about someone in the future. Talk about that person later on. But I definitely couldn't see the show without him. Like I would be like when he like almost left, I was like, oh my god, we can't see the show without him. Um, he really does make this show more fun, and I do love him and Phyllis's friendship. Like I love their friendship. I think they're so funny, and again, I love how the desks are configured. I love it. Like the Jim, Pam, Dwight desk is amazing, obviously, and like all the other ones, which I don't know. We'll talk about more when we get to the other ones, I guess. Next up, we have Toby. Like low key, I would switch Stanley and Toby because I don't know. I said, how did he end up on the bottom? Because he's low key annoying, like annoying with a capital A. If I had to work with him, I would low key go insane. Yeah, Stanley and Toby definitely need to be switched. I did do some switching, like because last time I made the Friday Night Lights video, there was so much switching I had to do. Also, if you haven't seen my other rankings videos, I have a playlist with all of them, so you should go check that out. Yeah. Guys, you should just always check the description box. Like, I swear to gosh, everything you ever want to know is in the description box. Just go check it out. I put so much stuff in there. I spent a lot of time and effort on the description box, so just go check it out. Anyway, he loves to hit on Pam even when he sees Pam and Jim, which is like, oh my god. And the whole Nelly thing is crazy. I don't ship them, obviously. I feel like I should have added Nelly because I feel like I talk about her a lot in this episode, but that's okay. He also loves to try and get attention. He needed to be on that jury because there would have been nothing interesting without him being on the jury, I feel like. Yeah, I think I should have switched Toby and Stanley, but that's okay. We lived through it. Next up, we have Phyllis. Phyllis is gonna sound rough, but I have some rough things to say about her, and that's the character I was describing before. Talk about that person later on. Phyllis is sweet, in parentheses, sometimes. Well, I think she gets picked on more than she should. She does kind of bully people a lot. She's like, oh, honey. No, what is that thing they say in the South all the time? Oh my god. Bless your heart. I feel like if she was Southern, she would say that all the time. Oh my god. She does get bullied, and I do feel bad for the fact that she gets bullied, but she also bullies people she bullies people a lot. Like TBH. Next up, we have Kelly. I wish I could put her higher, but I just feel like everyone else is better. Kelly's me. I am Kelly. I feel like if I was in the office, I would rank myself number 10, to be honest, because I feel like I am like Kelly a lot. I do think I have differences from her, to be clear. I think that I'm definitely better at determining whether or not a person is interested in me or whatever, like the whole Ryan Kelly situation. I would never date like a person like Ryan. Sorry. I love Kelly. I think she's hilarious, and I was so sad when season 9 didn't have her. Like I literally cried. Um but and I think the reason I think about me and Kelly as the same person is like the way that she goes about saying things. She's just super strong about it, and I feel like that is me. Like I am such a like person to like just say what's on my mind. Like I don't really hold back from saying things. So I feel like, yeah. I feel like I am a lot of people on the show, but I think Kelly is definitely one of them, and I feel like that whole not holding back thing is definitely like me and Kelly togetherness. Oh, also, my favorite thing I learned after making my notes that I had to add, like I literally was in class, found this out, took a screenshot and put it in my Canva notes, was the fact that Ryan and Kelly from the show, they're the actors who play them, BK Borson and I think it's like starts in the M, like Mindy, I think. Um they're actually also I really want to read Mindy's memoir. I really want to read her memoir. So if you have read it, let me know what you think. Um they're actually in a situationship in real life. They've been like a 12-year situationship. I love that about them because I feel like it makes their characters better. I'll insert the screenshots that I sent to my mother when I found this out. She was more like, I don't really care about actors' relationship status or whatever, but I was more like, it wasn't even hard for them to act. They literally had to do nothing. Favorite piece of news ever. Okay, next up is Michael. I went back and forth about where to put him. I put him in the top, I put him in the bottom, I put him everywhere. But I feel like number 9 is the right spot for him. I really did miss Michael in the last 2 seasons, which I did not think would happen because, like, in the first couple seasons, I was like, oh my god, Michael. But then, like, later on, I feel like I don't know. Like, I feel like Pam's thought process on Michael is good because, like, it feels true, like, about everyone and how they think about Michael, I feel like, or at least how I think about Michael. It's like, it takes you a really long time to get used to him. Once you get used to him, you really do care about him and have respect for him. I've never been employed, but I think if I had a boss like this, I would be like Pam, as I said before. I would both love Michael and question every single decision he's ever made in his entire life. I think the whole oh my god, what's her name? Jan. I think the whole Michael and Jan thing is so crazy and messed up kind of. And I do think that this is true to like Michael's relationships with other people, and I could make a whole separate video on this. But like Jan and Michael, like Jan really uses him, and I think this is true of a lot of people, and he's set up ways to kind of get around that ish, but not really well. And I think that, like, he wasn't really raised right, and I think at some point they said that he was, homeschooled, and I would definitely, like, think that, like, if I met him, like, just on the street, I would definitely think he was homeschooled because, like, the way that he goes around social interactions doesn't seem like regular, and I think that the way that his parents had raised him in the past probably led to that. No hate. One more thing about Michael. I know that this is totally off topic, but I am so glad that he and Holly are together. I shipped them so hard. I was so sad when they broke up. I was like mourning them, and then like you could tell that the writers were like, we're gonna get them back together. It's just gonna take a while. Anyway, next up we have Kevin. See, I think the nice thing about the microphones is that they're fun and they make me louder, but whenever I sing, I don't think it's better. Anyway, we have Kevin. He's number 8. Every single show needs a Kevin. I feel like in Parks and Rec, it's Jerry. there's got to be a Kevin in every single show. I could go back and think about every single show and it's Kevin, but I feel like Jerry is definitely the Parks and Rec one everyone thinks of, and Kevin is definitely the one for The Office. He truly is an amazing character, and not enough people give him credit for how much he cares about the people in The Office, especially Oscar and Angela. That's my favorite desk setup is Oscar, Angela, and Kevin. I feel like it just works together well because they all have their strengths and their weaknesses and everything. But I do think that every single show needs a Kevin, and Kevin is definitely a fun one. I also have watched many interviews, or just the one interview with Kevin, the actor who plays Kevin, I mean, and he taught me so much about the show. My favorite little Easter egg is the fact that anyone who's in the annex who like works in the annex, so that's Ryan, Kelly, Toby, I think that's it, were a writer for the show, which I think is so much fun. And the reason they did that is so that the writer could just go upstairs to the writing room and then come back down, which I think is really, really fun. Back to Kevin. Anyway, the actor who plays Kevin has 2 cookbooks, which I would love to like check out. I'll probably get them from the library, and then if I like loved it, I would get them. I'm more of a baker than a cook. Like I definitely bake 120,000% more than I cook, but that's okay. And he made a chili book, which I think is so funny, and so that's why I included this picture. I also think it's very Kevin coded. Next up, we have Darell. I love finding the side-eye pictures, and so this one was fun. Here's what I said. He's slayful, I guess. This is the person who I forgot to put in my notes, and I felt so bad. Oh my god. Like, I wrote all the notes. I was like, slay, I'm done. And then I was reading back over them, and I was like, I forgot Darell. You're kidding me. I do feel like he is so necessary to add, though, so I was like, I have to go add him. I do ship him with that girl in the warehouse. I also think he puts up with a lot of what Michael asks of him, and I feel like other characters too, but specifically Michael. Remember when he had Michael drive? Wait, remember when he had to go drive Michael all the way, Michael and Holly all the way to wherever she moved, and then Michael back crying, and then I feel like he's driven like a lot of people, a lot of places. Like I feel like that's like kind of a thing he did, like to many people, and I'm just like, oh, he drove Pam one time to go see what's his name, Jim, when he lived in Philadelphia. Yeah, we'll get there. I promise you, we'll get there, and we'll talk about the Philadelphia stuff. But yeah. Anyway, next up we have Erin. She's number 6. I know a lot of people find her like annoying, but I really don't. Also, little fun Easter egg that I did add to my notes. Her real like legal name is Kelly Erin, whatever her last name is. Hold on, let me find it. Hannon. It's Kelly Erin Hannon. But she went by Erin because there was already another Kelly, and then like I feel like she got hired because Pam left to go work with Michael, and so they had to rehire a new person as the desk woman, and so she got put as the desk woman, but then she and Kelly both liked the new manager, and so that was like a whole thing, and I felt like it worked kind of because they had the same name. Anyway, but I feel like that's like something that no one ever talks about that I think is really funny and just a little funny Easter egg. I love her ending so much. I really do think that the fact that she met her parents is so sweet. I also love the fact that Michael became sort of a father figure to her. I think it worked. That is one of the things that I think Michael does well is he really, again, he loves the people he works with really a lot. I also think her and Plop, whatever his real name is, I think it's Pete. I think it actually does start with a P. I think it's Pete. I think they're cute together. I've seen like edits of them, and I think it's cute. I don't know. Next up, okay, I need to stop singing. Like I really gotta, because the microphone and the singing does not work well together. Next up, we have Angela. I don't know how she ended up in the top 5. If you had asked me in season 1 who's gonna end up in the top 5. I never would have said Angela, but she did. I truly love her. I do, like, I don't know, y'all. I just do love her. I love that her and Dwight. I love her and Dwight so much. Oh my gosh. I could make a whole video. I almost did. I legitimately almost made a whole video about Angela and Dwight instead of. I almost made a whole video that was gonna be like, Angela and Dwight are far superior to Jim and Pam, which we'll talk about later. Don't worry. But I didn't. If you want to see that video, I totally could make that still. Don't think she would have made it to the top 5 without season 9. I really started to care for her, like, not even because of the Dwight stuff, but also because of, like, all the things that happened in season 9 that were crazy, with, like, the affair and everything. So it's just really sad. And I think we got to see, like, this girl, even though we think of her as, like, a crazy cat lady, she does have, like, kind of sad things. So I don't know. It was sad. Next up, we have Oscar. Oscar is legitimately the only normal person in this entire show. He's truly just a dude. But he's such a great friend to Angela. I really liked him in season 8 and 9. I loved the friendship of Angela and Oscar. I know people don't really like it because Michael wasn't there, but I think it was different. I mean, not that it was, like, great that Michael wasn't there, but I think that we got to explore more relationships because it wasn't the craziness of Michael not being there, especially when Andy and Michael weren't there. Like, there was so much, like, more you could learn about, like, friendships and stuff, and so I thought that was really cool. I think it's really sad that he didn't end up with the senator or anyone else. And should I watch the paper? I kind of want to. I don't know. My mom watched it and she said it wasn't that good, which I do think is probably true. But I do want to see, like, Oscar's story end. You know, I felt like it was kind of a sad ending. He didn't end up with the senator. He didn't end up with anyone else. And I don't really ship him with the senator. I feel like the senator's kind of a bad guy, but it felt bad that he didn't have a happy ending. Though I do feel like he did. Like, I mean, you know, like, he was at the wedding, and, like, I mean, love isn't all of everything, you know. Okay, top 3. Can you guess our top 3rd spot? Drum roll, please. It is Pam. Pam is so incredibly amazing. She truly is an amazing wife, mother, and friend. I really don't think that people give her enough credit, and I love her so much. I love her and Dwight's friendship so much. Oh my gosh. I love their friendship. I love it. And I love this picture. It's cute. Okay, the one thing I didn't talk about with Pam is obviously the big thing with the cameraman in season 9. People have their speculations about, like, did she cheat or whatever? And especially since I'm about to bash Jim, I feel like I have to bash Pam a little too. I personally don't think she cheated, but I definitely think that there were feelings involved. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but I don't think that they hooked up. Except we have Jim. Jim, I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Oh my god. Not season 9 Jim. Absolutely not season 9 Jim. Before I created any of my notes, right? So I rank all the people and then I go back and I write all the notes, right? But before I created any of the notes for anyone else in, like, the bottom, I wrote Jim, not season 9 Jim. Like, I was like, absolutely not season 9 Jim. He is horrible. I hate him. Though, maybe just the first half. I love Jim, and I really think he's a great husband, but I do feel like he's kind of basic, and this first person is not basic. I mean, you can tell who it is by now, but that's okay. I think that it is good. I think that is good, and I gave Oscar extra points for that. I was like, oh, he's basic. He's the only normal one. But I feel like Oscar isn't basic. He's just normal. You know what I mean? I think that season 9 Jim almost killed me though. But I do think he's like absolutely love Jim and Dwight's friendship. It's so fun. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. I love it. What I want to do if I'm going to make another The Office video is I kind of want to do like a friendships video and talk about friendships, relationships, all that kind of stuff and rank some friendships and relationships maybe. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that. I really would be interested in making that. So let me know if you guys would be too. And the number 1 spot is of course Dwight Schrute. Dwight is an icon, a legend, and the moment. I really do love him, and I actually called it when I said that he would have a great, amazing, wonderful character arc. I have the video here. Watching The Office like 2 days ago, and I wanted to give my pre-opinions and then post-opinions. But pre-opinions, first of all, Jim and Pam need to get together. Like, I don't know what's happening with all that, but they need to get together. It's giving Luke and Lorelai from Gilmore Girls. Like, it's giving long, drawn out, why are they not together? I hate Michael so much. Like, he needs to leave the show. I think that one dude, what's his name, Dwight, will have a good character arc. He's a little weird right now, and he low-key makes me mad. Other than that, I feel like some of them are, I feel like I don't really know a lot of the other ones, but I'm definitely rooting for Pam and Jim. I love an amazing character arc so much. Oh my god, you know that I love an amazing character arc so much, so. And like I said before, he and Pam's friendship, I did not say this before, Alice, but that's okay. He and Pam's friendship was so delightful. I mean, spoiler alert, if I do end up making this video, which I'll post a little story about it. Anyway, he and Pam's friendship is so delightful. They would be at like the top. Like, Oscar and Angela is Oscar and Angela, Jim and Dwight, and then Dwight and Pam is like up there in the top. I just love Dwight so much. I love him. I love a not basic B word. A Meta Knight and an Amish person. Which brings me to my surprise. Extra little person. Honorable. Can someone help me with words? Honorable mention. Drum roll, please. I bet you guessed it, Mose. Also in the top, I always have like the number of what I think of them, and I put truly the best character in fiction because I just think he's so funny. Oh my god, I love it. I love this picture with the little fear taped to his shirt. I think it's so funny. I love the Beat episode. It's my favorite episode of all time, the Beat Farm episode. And there were so many Beat Farm episodes in season 9. I think season 9 might be one of my favorite seasons, and I feel like that's not true of a lot of shows where it's like I like the later seasons more, but I did like season 9 a lot. Mose is the best. Every time Mose was on the screen, I would just scream and jump and be like, ah, Mose, ah! My favorite, like I said, my favorite episode is the Beat Farm episode. I'll put it on the screen. I don't know what episode that actually is, but yeah. That is sadly it. Let me go back to the title screen. I want to go back to slide 1. Okay, thank you all so much, and let me know if you enjoyed and what you would like to see next. Again, I really, really want to make that friendships ranking video, so let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. Thank you all so much for spending 32 minutes with me. It's probably going to be more than that, but that's honestly not bad. Like, I've been having hour videos. Like, my vlogs have been really long, which is kind of bad. So that's not great, but let me know if you would be interested, what you would be interested in seeing later. And without further ado, let's get into the outro. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did. As I said before, if you subscribe, we will be getting higher and higher chances to having my mom here to talk about mother-daughter relationships in movies and TV. I think there will definitely be some more added um, from The Office, so stay tuned. Um, Also, follow my Instagram for more. Like I said before, I'm going to be posting that on my story within the couple of weeks, so you'll see that much earlier than when YouTube sees that. And you obviously will have a chance to vote on whether or not that video gets made, so definitely stay tuned. But if you do want to see it, definitely and you don't have Instagram, definitely just comment it and I will just let that one slide. Maybe I'll just make a YouTube short about it, but I don't know. And also, if you're bookish, obviously, watch my bookish videos. I think the thing I'm gonna do next is create a playlist with all of my bookish 2025 videos. So then, like, everything can be like put away, and then 2026 can just have all my 2026 videos. Obviously, I am very bookish. I love books so much. I have so many bookish videos out there. But my point is, follow my Fable if you are bookish. It's obviously always in the description box down below. So yeah, so I got that, and let me know what you'd like to see next. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye everyone.